In a world driven by constant communication, oversharing has become the norm. Social media, casual conversations, and even professional settings often blur the lines between necessary disclosure and revealing too much. But have you ever stopped to question, how much is too much? The Stoics believed that silence is not just the absence of words, but a powerful tool of self-retreat and wisdom. Knowing when to speak and when to hold back is an art that can protect your peace, preserve your privacy, and even strengthen your relationships. By mastering the skill of timely silence, you not only regain control over your narrative, but also cultivate an aura of confidence and thoughtfulness. So, are you ready to rethink the way you share and embrace the power of meaningful restraint? Let's explore this timeless wisdom together. Number 1. Guard your goals, the Stoic case for silence. Plans, much like seeds, are delicate and require nurturing in a quiet, protected space before they can grow into something resilient and enduring. Marcus Aurelius, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, often emphasized the value of restraint and the importance of allowing one's ambitions to take root without unnecessary exposure to the external world. When goals are revealed too soon, they are left vulnerable to external interference, criticism, doubt, or even envy, which can destabilize their foundation before they have a chance to flourish. Stoicism teaches us that silence is not just a form of modesty, but a shield for our intentions. Keeping our goals private allows them to develop free from the noise of external judgments. It is not a rejection of advice or collaboration, but a deliberate strategy to protect the clarity and purity of one's vision during its most fragile stages. Silence offers a sanctuary, a space where plans can mature into actionable steps, fortified against the inevitable challenges of the world. Sharing one's ambitions prematurely often leads to unintended consequences. The act of discussing goals can create a false sense of accomplishment, a fleeting satisfaction that can undermine the motivation to act. Moreover, external feedback, while sometimes helpful, can also introduce doubt and confusion, diluting one's original purpose. Even well-intentioned opinions from others may steer you off course, making it harder to distinguish between your true intentions and external expectations. From a psychological perspective, this premature validation can weaken resolve. Speaking about your ambitions can trigger a feeling of progress, even though no real action has been taken. This illusion of achievement can lead to complacency, as the mind becomes satisfied with the praise or recognition received during these early disclosures. For the Stoic, such misplaced satisfaction is a trap, one that shifts focus from meaningful action to mere words. True Stoic practice emphasizes action over declarations. Success, according to this philosophy, is not measured by promises or intentions, but by tangible results. Words, however inspiring they may seem, are no substitute for effort. By reserving energy for execution, you ensure that your time and focus are directed toward creating something substantial, rather than dissipating them in discussions or declarations. In the competitive theater of life, silence offers another critical advantage: flexibility. When you move quietly, your plans remain malleable. You retain the freedom to adjust, pivot, or refine your approach without being tethered to external expectations or commitments. This strategic discretion allows you to remain adaptable, responding to obstacles or opportunities without the pressure of public scrutiny. Silence, in this sense, becomes not just a defensive tool, but an enabler of creative and strategic freedom. Action, rather than speech, is where Stoic principles truly come to life. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that it is through deeds, not words, that a person's character and commitment are revealed. To act with integrity, focus, and resilience is the Stoic way, to let the results speak for themselves, transcending the need for external validation. Guarding one's plans is not an act of secrecy for its own sake. It is a deliberate choice rooted in wisdom and prudence. It is about recognizing the fragility of dreams in their early stages and giving them the space to grow undisturbed. It is about resisting the temptation to seek validation prematurely and instead channeling that energy into meaningful progress. It is about understanding that success is not something to be announced, it is something to be achieved. In a world filled with distractions and external pressures, protecting your goals through silence is a powerful form of self-discipline. It allows you to remain aligned with your purpose, undistracted by the noise around you. By moving quietly, you create a clear path forward, one that is defined by intentionality, focus, and the quiet confidence of someone who knows their actions will one day speak louder than any words ever could. Number 2, the quiet strength of private struggles. Not all hardships require an audience. In a world that often celebrates public vulnerability, choosing privacy can be a radical act of self-preservation and strength. Keeping your struggles away from the gaze of others helps shield you from unnecessary judgment, unsolicited pity, or exploitation. It is within this quiet space that true resilience can flourish. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, exemplified the value of enduring hardships privately. For them, self-discipline and inner strength were paramount, and these qualities are best cultivated away from the distractions of external scrutiny. By maintaining privacy, you retain emotional control and autonomy, ensuring that your responses to challenges come from a place of deliberate choice rather than external influence. Handling difficulties privately isn't about isolation, but about building an inner fortress, an unshakable foundation of self-reliance and resilience. Each struggle, when faced with discretion, adds another layer of strength to your character. This practice fosters self-trust and reinforces the understanding that you are capable of enduring and overcoming challenges on your own terms. However, this does not mean you must carry every burden alone. Selective sharing with trustworthy individuals who uplift and genuinely support you can provide meaningful encouragement without compromising your autonomy. Privacy also transforms hardships into opportunities for growth. When you shield your struggles from the noise of public opinion, you allow yourself the freedom to process emotions and adapt without the weight of societal expectations or unwelcome advice. This personal space for reflection becomes a fertile ground for wisdom as you learn to navigate life's adversities without seeking external validation. Furthermore, privacy grants you the freedom to heal and grow at your own pace. The absence of external pressure allows you to focus inward, tending to your emotional and mental well-being without distraction. It's in these quiet, private moments that you can examine your experiences, uncover lessons, and emerge stronger. This process is deeply empowering because it places the control of your narrative squarely in your hands. The Stoic perspective encourages viewing challenges as opportunities to fortify your character rather than as events to broadcast. Privacy in facing struggles is not about hiding, it's about reclaiming agency over your life. When you choose to endure quietly, you are not diminishing the significance of your hardships, but instead honoring them by ensuring they serve your growth, rather than becoming fodder for external commentary. Ultimately, the strength of quiet resilience lies in its ability to cultivate freedom. Freedom from judgment, pity, and the need for validation. By embracing privacy, you assert your right to process, adapt, and heal on your terms. In doing so, you build not only an enduring inner strength, but also a life grounded in purpose and authenticity. Number 3, the power of financial privacy. In the realm of financial matters, sharing too much can become a double-edged sword. On one hand, disclosing success may spark envy or lead others to form distorted perceptions of your worth. On the other, revealing financial struggles may invite judgment, unsolicited advice, or even manipulation. These dynamics often create unnecessary tension, detracting from the freedom and autonomy essential for a fulfilling life. From a Stoic perspective, wealth is neither inherently good nor bad, it is neutral. a tool to be used wisely rather than a measure of one's character or value. Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus remind us that external possessions, including money, lie outside our control and should not dictate our self-worth. The true measure of a person lies in their virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, not in the weight of their coin purse. Maintaining financial privacy serves as a safeguard against the pitfalls of envy and judgment. By keeping your financial circumstances discreet, you shield yourself from toxic comparisons and societal pressures that can distort your perception of success. This discretion fosters inner peace, allowing you to focus on what truly matters, living in alignment with your principles and making decisions based on your values, free from external interference. Practicing financial privacy also brings practical benefits. It minimizes the likelihood of receiving unsolicited advice or facing unwanted requests for financial help. While generosity is a virtue, it must be exercised with discernment, ensuring that your resources are allocated in ways that align with your priorities, rather than being dictated by external demands. Privacy empowers you to preserve this autonomy, enabling you to act thoughtfully and intentionally in your financial choices. Moreover, discretion creates a sense of freedom. When you are not constantly managing others' opinions or expectations regarding your financial status, you can direct your energy toward goals that are meaningful to you. This liberation enhances your ability to act with clarity and purpose, unburdened by the need for validation or approval from others. In a world obsessed with status and appearances, the decision to keep financial matters private is an act of rebellion against the noise of superficial judgment. It reflects the Stoic ideal of focusing on what lies within your control, your thoughts, actions, and intentions, while disregarding the opinions and biases of others. This choice not only protects your peace of mind, but also reinforces your commitment to living authentically, grounded in your own values, rather than societal expectations. Ultimately, financial privacy is not about secrecy or isolation. It is about cultivating freedom, autonomy, and inner tranquility. It is a way of ensuring that your financial journey aligns with your priorities and principles, rather than being dictated by the shifting tides of external opinion. By embracing this practice, you embody the Stoic virtues of wisdom and temperance, creating a life that is both intentional and resilient in the face of external pressures. Financial privacy, then, is more than a practical strategy. It is a philosophy of living. It reflects a commitment to authenticity, self-mastery, and the pursuit of what truly matters. In keeping your financial matters private, you preserve the freedom to define success on your own terms, steering your life toward greater fulfillment and alignment with your values. Number 4. Quiet kindness, the power of virtue without an audience. True kindness, according to Stoic philosophy, is an expression of one's character rather than a performance for others to witness. Genuine acts of generosity and compassion are selfless by nature, carried out not for recognition or applause, but as a reflection of intrinsic virtue. Seneca, a prominent Stoic thinker, emphasized that virtue is its own reward. Helping others should stem from an authentic desire to contribute, not from a craving for external validation. When kindness becomes a spectacle, its purpose is often distorted. Publicizing a good deed can unintentionally shift the focus from the act itself to the one performing it. This shift diminishes the value of the gesture and may even cause discomfort or embarrassment to those on the receiving end. In such cases, the act of kindness loses its essence, and the recipient's dignity is compromised. True virtue respects the autonomy and privacy of others. By practicing kindness quietly, we honor not only the act but also the humanity of those we aim to help. This approach to kindness aligns with the Stoic understanding of virtue as something deeply personal and private. It does not rely on external validation or the judgment of others. Instead, it is rooted in an unwavering commitment to moral excellence. When we act from this place of integrity, we find fulfillment not in how others perceive our actions, but in the knowledge that we have lived in accordance with our principles. Quiet kindness also serves as a powerful tool for personal growth. When we choose to help others without seeking acknowledgement, we cultivate humility. This humility is not weakness, rather it is a form of inner strength. It reminds us that our worth does not depend on the applause of others, but on our ability to remain true to our values. Each act of unrecognized kindness reinforces self-discipline and strengthens the moral character. Moreover, by keeping our acts of kindness private, we shift our focus inward, fostering a deeper sense of self-awareness. This introspection allows us to evaluate our motivations, ensuring that our actions align with our values rather than external pressures or expectations. In this way, the practice of quiet kindness becomes not just a way of helping others, but also a means of refining ourselves. Stoicism teaches us to value the things within our control: our thoughts, our actions, and our intentions. Kindness, when practiced sincerely and privately, embodies this principle. We cannot control how others perceive our actions, but we can control the integrity with which we perform them. By letting go the need for recognition, we free ourselves from the shackles of external approval and embrace a purer form of generosity. In respecting the dignity of others through quiet acts of kindness, we also build a world of deeper trust and connection. People are more likely to feel valued when they know that our help is offered without strings attached, without the expectation of gratitude or public acknowledgement. This kind of respect creates a space for genuine human connection, grounded in empathy and understanding. Ultimately, the practice of quiet kindness is not just about benefiting others. It is a transformative process for ourselves. It challenges us to rise above the ego's desire for attention and affirmation. It invites us to live in accordance with the Stoic ideal of virtue, acting not for recognition, but because it is the right thing to do. Kindness without an audience is a powerful expression of what it means to live a virtuous life. It reminds us that true fulfillment comes not from how others perceive us, but from the quiet confidence that we are living with purpose and integrity. By making kindness a private affair, we elevate it from a transactional gesture to a profound act of character. In doing so, we honor the dignity of others, strengthening our moral resolve, and align our actions with the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. Number 5, the power of silence, strength in privacy and humility. Silence and privacy are not merely about withdrawing from the noise of the world. They are acts of reclaiming sovereignty over your inner life. In a world that often demands constant validation and participation, the choice to remain silent and preserve your privacy becomes a powerful form of self-mastery. By controlling the narrative of your own life, you safeguard your mental peace, allowing yourself the clarity and space to focus on growth and resilience. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's greatest voices, taught that true strength lies in governing your internal state, free from the influence of external forces. This idea remains profoundly relevant today. When you limit your exposure to external opinions and influences, you create an environment where your thoughts, emotions, and actions align with your values, rather than being dictated by the expectations of others. This deliberate act of protecting your mental peace fosters the resilience needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and purpose. Practicing silence also cultivates humility. In choosing to move quietly through life, you acknowledge the unpredictability of existence and embrace the fluid nature of change. Rather than announcing your plans or seeking approval for every decision, you allow your actions to speak for themselves. This approach shifts the focus from seeking external validation to prioritizing growth and self-improvement. It teaches you to find strength in adaptability, to let go of rigid expectations, and to evolve naturally with the circumstances around you. By acting without drawing unnecessary attention, you avoid the weight of others' judgments and expectations. This does not mean withdrawing completely or avoiding relationships. It means approaching life with intentionality. When your focus is on the work itself rather than on how it is perceived, your efforts become more meaningful and impactful. Over time, this quiet dedication to your goals leaves a legacy of resilience and wisdom that speaks louder than any words could. Silence, therefore, is not emptiness. It is a space where meaningful thought and deliberate action flourish. It is the foundation upon which a life of purpose is built. Through silence and privacy, you preserve your ability to focus on what truly matters: your character, your values, and the way you respond to the world around you. This is where the power of Stoicism reveals itself, guiding you to live in alignment with your principles while remaining adaptable to the inevitable changes of life. Ultimately, silence is an act of strength. It is a conscious choice to protect your inner world, to move through life with humility, and to prioritize your growth over fleeting validation. In practicing silence, you discover that true power lies not in how loudly you assert yourself, but in the depth of your character and the integrity of your actions. Let your silence be a testament to your resilience, a quiet strength that leaves an enduring impact on the world. Number 6, guided by reflection, cultivating a Stoic life. Self-reflection serves as a cornerstone of Stoic practice, offering a means to evaluate our actions, align our choices with our values, and refine our character. By looking inward, we gain clarity about our past, cultivate gratitude for the present, and set a deliberate course for the future. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, captured this beautifully when he wrote, "Dwell on the beauty of life." This poetic reminder urges us to view our journey with perspective, gratitude, and intention. Regular reflection deepens our understanding of life's intricacies. It provides an opportunity to acknowledge our achievements, accept our missteps, and recognize how each moment shapes our growth. More importantly, it offers a way to bring our actions into alignment with the virtues central to Stoicism: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By examining our choices, we can identify where we acted with integrity and where we fell short, using these insights to guide our future decisions. Gratitude emerges naturally from this process. Reflecting on the beauty and challenges of life helps us appreciate what we have and recognize how adversity shapes our resilience. This practice keeps us grounded, fostering a mindset that focuses on abundance rather than lack. Reflection is not about dwelling on regrets, but about learning from experiences to craft a more intentional and virtuous path forward. Sharing reflections with others amplifies this practice, creating opportunities for mutual growth. Openly discussing lessons learned or insights gained from Stoic philosophy inspires others to embark on their own journeys of self-examination. It fosters a sense of community and shared purpose, encouraging philosophical discussions that enrich everyone involved. As we share our stories, we remind others and ourselves that growth is a continuous, collective process. By contributing to these discussions, we not only reinforce our understanding of Stoic principles, but also motivate others to explore them. Reflection becomes a ripple, spreading wisdom and encouraging thoughtful living. Each insight shared is a spark that can ignite deeper contemplation in someone else, inspiring a wider appreciation for the practical wisdom of Stoicism. In this way, reflection is more than an individual practice. It is a tool for fostering collective virtue. Through the regular practice of looking inward and sharing outward, we align ourselves not only with our personal values, but also with the greater good, creating a life guided by purpose, gratitude, and the enduring wisdom of the Stoics. Number 7. The Stoic leader, influence through virtue and integrity. True leadership is not about wielding authority or commanding obedience. It is about inspiring others through the power of example. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught, genuine influence comes not from titles or positions, but from one's character and actions. A leader's strength lies in their ability to demonstrate self-mastery and adhere unwaveringly to ethical principles, providing a guiding light for others to follow. At the heart of this approach is the cultivation of virtues. Courage empowers a leader to confront challenges head-on, even in the face of uncertainty or fear. Justice ensures that decisions are made with fairness and respect for others, fostering trust and a sense of equity. Wisdom enables leaders to navigate complexity with clarity and insight, ensuring that their actions are both thoughtful and effective. These virtues, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, form the foundation of authentic leadership. When practiced consistently, they inspire trust, respect, and loyalty among those being led. Integrity is another cornerstone of Stoic leadership. A leader who upholds integrity in all decisions demonstrates a commitment to their values, regardless of the circumstances. This consistency not only strengthens their moral compass, but also sets an example for others, showing that ethical behavior is not situational, but universal. Integrity fosters trust, a vital currency in any leadership dynamic. People are far more likely to follow someone they believe is honest, reliable, and aligned with their own sense of justice. Adaptability is equally essential for effective leadership. In times of uncertainty, a leader must remain steady, serving as a source of stability and reassurance. This resilience is not born of rigid control, but from a deep understanding of what can and cannot be influenced, a fundamental Stoic principle. By focusing on their own responses and maintaining clarity amidst chaos, leaders become a calm presence in turbulent times. Clear and honest communication is another hallmark of Stoic leadership. Words, when used thoughtfully, can unify, inspire, and uplift. Leaders who communicate with empathy and transparency foster an environment of trust and openness. By prioritizing the well-being of their team and communicating their intentions clearly, they ensure that everyone feels heard and valued. This approach not only enhances collaboration, but also encourages collective growth as individuals are empowered to contribute their best. Stoic leadership is ultimately about service. A leader's role is not to dominate, but to guide, support, and elevate those they serve. Ethical decision-making takes precedence over personal gain, ensuring that actions benefit the collective rather than the individual alone. By prioritizing service, leaders embody the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with others, contributing to the greater good and fostering mutual respect and understanding. In practice, the Stoic leader does not aim to control outcomes or manipulate others. Instead, they focus on leading by example, embodying the virtues and principles they wish to see reflected in their team or community. This approach naturally inspires others to rise to the same standard, creating a ripple effect of positive influence. As Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, demonstrated, leadership grounded in virtue and service has the power to endure far beyond the leader's tenure. The Stoic path to leadership is not without its challenges. It requires continuous self-reflection, discipline, and a willingness to grow. Yet it is through this process of self-mastery that a leader truly becomes capable of inspiring others. By cultivating courage, justice, wisdom, and integrity, by remaining adaptable in the face of uncertainty, and by communicating with empathy and authenticity. In a world where words flow freely, mastering the art of silence can be a powerful tool. Knowing when to speak and when to hold back is not just about discretion. It's about preserving your energy, protecting your privacy, and maintaining control over your narrative. Silence isn't a sign of weakness, it's a mark of strength and wisdom. It allows you to observe, understand, and respond thoughtfully. So, the next time you feel the urge to overshare or defend yourself unnecessarily, pause. Reflect on what truly needs to be said and what is better left unspoken. In silence, we often find clarity and power. If you found this insight helpful, make sure to follow and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Let's continue exploring ways to improve, grow, and live intentionally. See you in the next video.